Good with y'all, man. This 2K14. This ain't even 13. It's 14. Bro, Ben McLemore. Goodness gracious. Son, let's get to it.
Welcome and thanks for joining us for the NBA Rookie Showcase alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Tonight, Clark, we're going to watch some of the top young talent face off in anticipation of the NBA draft.
And because that's the case, Kevin, no shortage of GMs and front office execs here in the building. Representatives from every NBA team on hand to check this out.
Oh my God! Put a lot of pressure on these young guys, but of course, performing when there's pressure is a big part of what they're hoping to be paid to do. So we'll get a chance here today to see who rises to the top.
Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Bennett?
You know, with Bennett out of UNLV, love his great hands for a big guy. Can really catch and finish at the rim. You start talking about his strength, his ability to absorb contact. I like his game.
Steve, the point you make about the hands is really a good one. Great hands are not teachable. Good hands become better. Average hands can maybe move to good, but great hands are a gift. And when you got his size and athleticism and those mitts, you've got a lot to work with.
Well, guys, how about the anticipation for this year's Rookie Showcase? When you look in the stands, the celebrities, the stars are everywhere. You got press, scouts, GMs, and then you add in the players and the fans. I mean, the build-up and the excitement for this exact game, where so much is riding on the performance of these young and talented players. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Me too, Steve. You can really feel the buzz in the air. I mean, people have been talking about the players and what's to come of the upcoming draft, and there's an awful lot to be excited about this time of year.
And, you know, when you look back to last year, guys, we got to see Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal. And you're talking about some elite talent that entered the NBA for the 2012-13 season in last year's showcase.
You're talking about guys that really entered the league with a bang. I mean, you got to add in Jared Sullinger to the list because he was productive, but also he and I share the same college matriculation, Ohio State University. And what a great rookie year we saw from Dion Waiters.
The Elites shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And it's great to see all the best and the brightest young prospects in one place, going at it 5-on-5.
Yeah, there's only so much you can really gather from shooting drills and running through cones. Nothing beats the real thing, that's for sure.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Stars. Now here's Carter Williams. Carter Williams off the pick from left. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only one made. Michael Carter Williams, a 6'6" point guard out of Syracuse, very athletic, able to get into the lane and finish inside. Just to improve his jump shot. That was his short.
I got a gem for that variant. Wait, how you throw the lobs? Now that I'm here, I wasn't even trying to do that. How you throw the lob? Alley-oop. Okay. I wasn't even looking for that L2 square. Jeez. Shot feedback. Where that's what I'm looking for. Yes. Need that.
Coming at the collegiate level.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Plumlee, no luck. Quick start for the Elites in this one. Rose to Oladipo. Muhammad with the steal. The Elites with the rebound.
Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And back to Carter Williams, a sophomore last season at Syracuse, but he's actually 2 years older than most in his class. He'll be Tracy Clark by the time the NBA season starts.
And you know, that's something the GMs will definitely take into account. It's not just how good of a player you were in college, but also how good were you for your age. I think sometimes GMs get a little too carried away with that. And a guy
might not look like I dare you see the computer ain't.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
The Elites leading by 6. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Noel. Back to Rose.
It is third.
Noel sets a screen for Rose. And Noel kicks to Oladipo.
He didn't even roll.
Misses off the left iron.
I'm not sure about that shot, guys. The defense really all over.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Carter Williams with it, working on Rose. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the defense looking to protect the rim
almost
at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The Stars making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I might do that.
The Elites leading.
I don't know how to
Outside Rose. Inside. There's Noel. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And here is Carter Williams. He kicks it to Muhammad. Dishes it to Carter Williams. There's the feed to McLemore.
Yep.
The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Noel.
Got that rebound.
Noel's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Oladipo dishes to Rose. On the wing, Zeller, defended by Dang. Unloads from 9. And off the glass. That one's good. 6 points.
And you know, by the way, guys, I love the fact that this game is being held right here in New York. Talk about being the center of the media universe.
Well, Steve, I even saw some cameras flashing before the game, taking pictures of you, my friend. Celebrity rock star status, even in your understated way, man. Unbelievable. And really, New York is the mecca for all things big. We know that, and the way the NBA has
oh my God!
over the last few years and decades. No
bro.
I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity. Clark to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. And they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
They get it again, and there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game.
I was on that rebound. I was cracking that board. I ain't gonna lie.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Bennett
ain't on shit. Bennett hit Arnold. He almost goal to
the baby hook and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
He's a natural scorer with three-point range. Muhammad is really good with his feet set as a spot-up shooter, but he can also slash to the rim and finish.
And the mindset he brings is a scorer's mentality, Steve. Some would say he gets a little myopic and has tunnel vision, but when he heats up, he's on fire and tough to stop. You look around the gym, a lot of movers and shakers in attendance.
Well, I'm getting soft
sure are. If you want to be seen by an NBA front office, this is the place to be. Oh,
it won't let me.
You've got their full attention.
There's McLemore. A stupendous finish in traffic. McLemore's got 9 points.
What can you say? I mean, he's good, and he's making sure everybody here knows it.
Well, it's been his lifelong dream to play in the NBA, and he's showing he's ready for the challenge.
Rose goes in, and that one is hammered home. Nice option to turn that time.
Looking at the screen.
You know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
And McLemore kicks to Carter Williams.
Oh my God, he baked.
Pass to Len. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
From a big?
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category. Really
my big down there. I don't even know how.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality.
Excellent.
But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
The Stars trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
He's against Zeller. From 6 feet.
Hey, yo!
Len, good.
Oh, that's Alex
Len's
Len.
got 4 points now in the quarter. Rose with
What the
ball.
fuck?
Anthony Bennett, a freshman power forward out of UNLV. He wasn't expected to play here at the Rookie Showcase after undergoing left shoulder surgery, but
Alex
I guess
Len,
his
get the
rehab
fuck
is
on.
ahead of schedule.
McLemore with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. McLemore with the ball. 9 points in the game so far.
He left.
Carter Williams with the bucket. Now just a 3-point elite lead. Clark back to Bennett. Another top prospect out of Canada. He grew up in Toronto.
Well, I tell you, Canada has actually produced some outstanding players here recently. Tristan Thompson, Andrew Nicholson, Kelly Olynyk, all young Canadian players. Not to mention the likely #1 pick next year. And when you talk about upside, Bennett is the guy who has that.
Shot clock at 5. Rose, no good.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it. The defense backs off like that.
McLemore, the pass to Carter Williams. Kicks it to McLemore. No good off the back of the rim.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Here's Porter. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, when you talk about this showcase game, the question is always, how much should GMs weigh this single game
2K!
I think the entire body of work is important. You can't, as a scout or
and so we conclude the first half.
Bro.
Leads ahead, leading by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
I know it don't seem like that.
Welcome back in the first half in the books for the Champs Rookie Showcase. What a great event, and what a night for these young prospects still raring to go.
Oh, hey.
And, you know, never too late for these young prospects to make a great first impression.
Yeah, still time to show them something, open some eyes, and, you know, that's what they're here to do.
On the court right now for the Stars. Ahmed is out there with Bennett. Then there's Len. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's McLemore at the 2.
You know, one of the things I noticed this year on my way into the big event here is all the glitz and the glamour. I mean, the arena's decked out. You got vendors outside, the limousines with all the celebrities coming to attend.
Niggas just lose the pill. They just lost the
I'm
bet.
wearing my best outfit because otherwise I wouldn't have fit in very well.
Yeah, you look sharp, buddy. You are as sharp as they come. And as we were talking earlier on, the paparazzi and all those other folks making their way out. And because they're here, this has become one of their key events of the year here in New York. And that's saying a lot considering all that goes on in the Big Apple.
Noel dishes to Rose. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Rose has got 6 points.
You know, I think he's opened some eyes with his performance out here.
Yeah, not one of the really big names here, but I think he's playing well.
Here's Carter Williams, and that one's good. The Elites leading by 11. Goes off the pick from Zeller. Rose
that's green.
To Oladipo.
Feeds it to
Porter.
And you know, there was a time when it might have been hard to get all the top prospects in one gym together to go head to head.
Yeah, fortunately, those days are in the past. And for those of us who love the game, it's really such a treat to see these young players come out and compete.
And that one's good.
He used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time in there.
And that one ends up out of bounds.
That's supposed to be a
and they retain possession.
We have him still behind them. Oh my God.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Oh, you break.
There's Oladipo, and he banks in the layup. Oladipo's got 14 points.
And that'll increase their rebounding advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Here's Carter Williams, and stolen by Noel.
Oh my God,
and
a
here's
steamer?
the fast break. Leading the way.
Tons of explosiveness on display in this one.
Yeah, the youngsters still have plenty of bounce left in their legs. They're kind of showing off right now.
Stevie.
The Stars trail by
Look at
13.
Let me get that.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Carter Williams kicks to McLemore. And it's off from three-point range. Porter passes to Rose. From 18 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. He's got 8.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
The numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting much better percentage.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Oh! Shit!
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult.
Off the inbound?
While they're trailing?
Yeah, but still,
Muhammad.
you know what? A magnificent
That nigga
move to the
Muhammad
rim.
came through with
Guys,
it.
look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
Zeller setting the pick for Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Down low. Here's Noel.
That one!
You can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it.
Boom!
Very
Icon,
surprising to see
nigga,
Rose
icon.
here at the pre-draft showcase. Of course, he tore his ACL back in February, underwent surgery shortly thereafter.
I forgot this nigga.
Normally there's at least a 6-month turnaround, but here he is.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered by Rose.
Get that ball up,
Now
AB.
Bennett. 10 points for him.
Oh
Offensive
my God,
rebound.
the ball went right over my fucking
Rose with the double team.
travel, bro.
Now here's Carter Williams. Not a lot of room.
Booked him.
And stolen by Zeller. Here's Oladipo.
Right?
It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Sir.
And that's 18 points for Victor Oladipo. Talk about Nerlens Noel, about how the talent pipeline out of Kentucky has continued to filter these great players into the NBA. A top pick for the Wildcats, and still, this is actually a pretty lean year.
Yeah, just 2 potential picks in Noel and Goodwin. How about back in 2012, though? 6 players drafted out of Kentucky. Back in 2010, 5 of them.
Again, the miss by the Stars.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Oladipo misses.
I got my leg.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
The Stars trail by 17.
I just pushed her off this chair. He came and pushed my
Off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And the Elites look. There's the pass to Carter Williams. He dishes it to Goodwin. Deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been And we welcome you back to one of the hottest tickets of the entire year. The Rookie Showcase presented by Champs. Such a great opportunity for these young players to test their skills against their peers.
You got that right. I mean, who doesn't want to play against the best?
Well, that's why you play in the game like this. Because these players want to compete against the best in the world. That's why they're all trying to get to the NBA.
Bro.
He's in at point guard. Rudy Gobert is out there with the
What am I supposed to do about a double screen?
That's the group on the game right now for the Elites.
And his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
And out of bounds as the Stars gain possession.
Right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
So for the Stars, Lenz checked in for Jang. Bennett comes in for Mason Plumlee. And McLemore subbed in for Goodwin.
In this game, for the players, an exciting
all of these niggas, like they can super
Clark, I'll tell you what, it doesn't get a lot of attention outside this gym, but for these young men, the importance of these games is absolutely enormous. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. Defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low. Good vision he's showing. When the defense collapses, he's making the right decision.
Well, that awareness and understanding, that's something scouts and GMs
Nigga, you play!
To McLemore, passes it to Carter Williams.
I gotta leave a sign.
He feeds it to Bennett. Bennett gets a screen from left. 4 on the shot clock. Shot from free throw range. Nice shot by Bennett.
They always want to play.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Rose in the post, defended by Carter Williams. The dish to Porter. Pass to Rose. Noel sets a screen for Rose. 5 to shoot.
Oh, man.
Here's Porter. It's
good.
This time the assist from Rose. And that's 10 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Oh, yeah.
It's tipped.
Oh, yeah.
Stolen by Rose.
What I said, we're going to get that steal. We're going to dunk that shit.
It down to finish the break. Now, guys, let's get your take on the hustle.
Come on. Come on.
Over 3.5 minutes.
Finally got that fucker. He been bullshitting the whole time.
This is to McLemore. Three-pointers off the mark.
Tough game for him.
Yeah, all the scouts watching, not the performance he was hoping for.
Oh, my God.
And it's blocked by Bennett.
And, Steve, I like what we're seeing from him defensively.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I mean, he's really taking on the challenge, and that's smart. I mean, scouts are looking at that as much, if not more, than what you do offensively.
Boy, he's really been active on the glass.
And a nice bonus from him. I mean, if he can rebound like this in the NBA, he'll make a team very happy.
And Oladipo kicks to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. He passes to Porter.
Shoot it,
No good off the front iron.
Man, you
I
was
think he kind of
wide
alligator
open
armed that one. Short stroke.
That nigga, you know, you had to rock.
After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Carter Williams with
Allow
the Carter Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Rose goes in. He kicks to Oladipo. Oladipo off the pick from Rose. Oladipo, the pass to Zeller.
God, you crazy.
Takes the 13-footer, and he connects.
You're supposed to give me that kill. They
When
all
you talk about size and
ready to fire that
explosiveness, this
hoe
guy's
up.
definitely got the goods.
And that's part of why he's so highly regarded. I mean, he can make plays that other people simply can't.
Give me that. Man, I'm on that.
The feed now to McLemore. The tray gets it to go.
I tell you,
Making it the
he's
big
so
man.
confident at the helm of an offense, isn't he?
Yeah, no surprise there, Clark. He's a gifted playmaker.
Zeller setting the pick for Rose.
Nigga didn't.
Zeller gets the screen from Rose.
God, give me the ball.
Zeller dishes to Rose. They set the screen. And Zeller kicks to Oladipo. It's a floater, and that one's good.
It's like I know why he's doing
Oladipo's
that,
got 24
like,
points.
You gotta love the way he's competing out there, making believers out of these team reps.
Well, going back to his draft stock, I mean, he might be a guy who climbs up a bit come draft day.
Carter Williams. Len, good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Rose passes to Noel. Takes the lead pass.
Need a fucking rock.
Oladipo dishes to Rose. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
Pass to Carter Williams. Kicks it to Bennett. Feeds it to Carter Williams. Now the pass to McLemore. Puts it up from 15. Elites with the rebound. Zeller's got rebound number 8 now.
Oh, yeah, left.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Here's Carter Williams.
I did. Oh,
He
no,
dishes it
I
to
didn't
Bennett.
know. I couldn't tell.
58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Muhammad kicks to Bennett. And it's blocked by Zeller. And good on the basket. Book it. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a five-man team game where the ball moves, has so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
Lock at 6. Here's Porter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time. So
Nigga, the
he'll
whole
shoot
court
two
just shifted
right
to the
here.
right side. I'm right on the left. I'm like, goalie.
Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
So for the Stars, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Bennett. Goodwin comes in for McLemore. And Walters checks in for Carter Williams. And the Stars have possession. Here's Walters. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here. The first one falls. The Elite's making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. Both free throws good from Walters. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Rose. And the Elites get it back. He feeds it to Olynyk.
Boy.
Back to Rose. Passes it to Franklin. Another shot. Off target. So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
Well, was it fun?
I think Olivo got definitely clear. I got one more turnover, I think, after they come in. Part 2 off. Alright. Waking up in a day. Well, love y'all. Like scribble. I'll be back here. Well, this our first game. I play for the Bucks. First round, 15 pick. I don't think I'm gonna get
52 seconds left now here in the second. Ridnour passes to Rose. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, you know, the Bucks thought they had a plan to make a big push forward by pairing some talent together in the backcourt. But what seems to have happened is they are now mired in mediocrity, which is exactly where you don't want to be.
Rose hits them both. And back to Minnesota, they were the 8th seed in the East last year, but still finished 6th.
Let me look at niggas. Okay. Okay, he looked like himself though. Hold on. What Melo at? What Melo looking like? Oh yeah, that's prime Melo. Oh yeah, that's prime Hezo Melo Jello fellow right there. Oh bro.
Games under 500. Still a lot of work for them to get above 500 and be in a position where, Steve, they are, competing for home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of changes for the Bucks in the offseason. But a team that was able to sneak in last year, hopeful to once again this season. But it feels like they're kind of stuck in the middle right now. Well, he's someone who can just demolish you on the glass, and that's really his goal when he goes into the game. He is looking to dominate the paint.
Steve, another signature part of his game is the way he runs the pick and roll. He gets so many easy baskets that way. It's a play they should run for him as often as they can.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Ilyasova kicks to Middleton.
But he was wide open.
Dishes it to Ridnour. Here's the triple. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Udrich, the pass to Carmelo. On deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Anthony's got 18 points.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for them.
And the first half ends in a close one.
Now, presented by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
It ain't me. I ain't even been in the game. Oh, they gave me some minutes. Hold on. I'm going to go fuck something up.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hey, guys. The last few summers, Carmelo Anthony has incorporated boxing training into his off-season regimen. He said being a boxing fan since he was a kid, he was always intrigued by the elite conditioning level boxers have to attain. He added that the hand-eye coordination and physicality help both his shooting and his ability to play at the power forward spot.
Come on, you Raymond.
Yeah, with his hard-charging style of play, it makes sense. Thanks, Doris. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for New York. Mon Shumpert has come in for Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, we ain't worried about nothing.
Chandler kicks to Felton. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Bro.
You know, one of the bigger improvements last season, as I saw it, was Larry Sanders transforming from a specialist role player into a legitimate starting center. I mean, he always had a knack for defense and blocking shots and rebounding, but he polished up his offensive skills enough to be an impact player at that end of the floor.
Knicks trail by 4. Felton with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for Sanders, some of his improvement offensively was just sticking to his strengths, finishing around the rim.
Yeah, he improved his shot selection. He's always played with a lot of energy, but I think his decision-making was the reason he finished 3rd in most improved player voting last year.
Nice young player for Milwaukee. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Carlos Delfino. Puts one up from 19. Knicks with the rebound. Smith's got his 3rd rebound tonight. There's 31 seconds left in the 3rd. The drive by Shumpert. And that one's good.
Shumpert's got 10.
Broke out the finger roll. That was a stylish finish.
Bucks have gone 8 of 16 in the 3rd quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. It's stolen by Mon Shumpert. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Mayo kicks to Rose. No good. In and out off the rim. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry.
First game,
See the show and make yourself heard. Come out and support your hometown Bucks. Tickets.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the...
Giving me all these minutes. Come on with it.
Bucks trail by 6. Ilyasova dishes to Mayo. Rose sets the screen for Mayo. The feed to Delfino. Mayo, the pass to Ilyasova. He kicks to Delfino. Hits it from three-point range. Delfino's got 26.
And that's his first 3 of the second half after really lighting it up beyond the arc in the first.
Felton against Rose.
Get up.
Outside, Felton. J.R. Smith on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Rowan Felton. 10 points for J.R. Smith.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Here's Rose. Looks up big, high bounce and goes in. The Knicks leading by 4. Felton attacking. Chandler. Back to Felton. He dishes it to Stoudemire.
His 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
Foul. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. The Bucks making a switch here. Pachulia's checked in.
And no mistakes there. A couple of good free throws to give them a little extra cushion.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. 1:37 left to play here in the 4th. And here's Rose Outside. Rebound by Smith.
They're
why
really
not?
getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important.
Oh, my God.
It's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
He feeds it to Carmelo. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Melo having a terrific game. 25 points and 2 steals as well. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Well, you've got to love having a guy who can do both those things well.
Bargnani has checked in for New York. Smith against Mayo. Rose. Mayo kicks to Rose. There's the dish to Ilyasova. Back to Rose. All alone. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Anthony. Anthony off a pick from Chandler. Back to Felton. Pass to Smith. The 3. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Chandler.
That just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone. And I agree with you.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Felton kicks to Bargnani. Back to Felton. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Bargnani. For 3, Smith gets it to go.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
So no problem for New York.
First game, man. I'll be back with some.
Every team has a bad
Love y'all, though.
Guys